You believe you control your actions, but your primal urges are whispering in your ear. What if the Stoics had it wrong and some desires should be resisted at all costs? Discover the shocking secret Stoic masters never told you about sexual desire and how it can unlock true freedom. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control. A key part of Stoicism is understanding our emotions and desires. Stoics believed that we shouldn't be controlled by our desires, but instead, we should use reason and virtue to guide our actions. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but managing them effectively. When it comes to sexual urges, Stoicism offers a unique perspective. These urges are natural, a part of our human experience. However, unchecked desires can lead to unhappiness and a lack of self-control. The Stoics wouldn't say that all sexual desire is bad, but they would emphasize the importance of temperance and moderation. The idea is not to eliminate desire, which is impossible, but to not be a slave to it. It's about recognizing the impulse, understanding its nature, and then choosing how to respond, rather than blindly acting on it. So, how can we apply Stoic principles to overcome sexual urges? First, practice self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that trigger these urges. By understanding your triggers, you can start to anticipate and manage your reactions. Second, use reason and judgment. Ask yourself if acting on this urge aligns with your values and goals. Will it bring you closer to a virtuous life, or will it lead to regret and disappointment? Third, focus on what you can control. You can't control the initial feeling of desire, but you can control your response to it. You have the power of choice. Choose to act in accordance with your values. Another helpful technique is to reframe your thinking. Instead of viewing sexual urges as irresistible forces, see them as opportunities to practice self-discipline and build inner strength. View the challenge as a test of your character, an exercise in self-mastery. This shift in perspective can make it easier to resist temptation. Moreover, the practice of mindfulness, focusing on the present moment without judgment, can be incredibly useful. When you feel an urge arising, observe it without getting carried away. Acknowledge the sensation, but don't let it control you. This allows you to create a space between the impulse and your response. It's important to understand that Stoicism isn't about instant gratification. It's a practice that requires effort and persistence. You'll face challenges and setbacks, but each time you choose reason over impulse, you strengthen your character and move closer to a life of virtue and inner peace. It's also crucial to remember that suppressing desires entirely can be harmful. Stoicism is about finding a balance. It's about channeling your energy and passion into productive and meaningful activities. Sublimation is a key concept here, transforming raw desires into something constructive. One important aspect of Stoicism is acceptance. Accept that you will experience these urges. Don't beat yourself up for having them. Instead, focus on your response. Acknowledge the urge, and then consciously choose a virtuous action. This might involve engaging in a hobby, spending time with loved ones, or working towards a personal goal. The key is to redirect your attention and energy towards something positive. There are still many unanswered questions regarding the biological and social complexity surrounding the management of sexual urges. For example, what specific environmental factors most contribute to the intensity of these urges, and how can tailored interventions be developed based on individual neurobiological profiles? These are important areas for future research. If you found these Stoic reflections helpful, give this video a like, share it with others, and subscribe to the channel for more content on Stoicism and self-improvement.